Hey friends, it's Sarah from She's Craft Nation Knows It, and today I'm super excited to show you this new gadget by Caydo called the I-cord knitting machine. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So I've gone ahead and opened up the box and put everything up on the table. And like always, I will link all the supplies I'm using in the description below this video, as well as a coupon code for you to get a discounted I-cord knitting machine of your own. So if you're looking for the supply list or the coupon code, look in the description below this video. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the knitting machine together. It is super simple to put together. We're just going to start by right here at the bottom. It comes with kind of this little silver thing. This is how it attaches to the table. So all you do is put it in here like this, twist it and attach it. Super simple. Okay, and now that we have that on there, next we have this little blue piece just like this. We're going to go ahead and slide it up like that. And then you just spin this little, I think it's called a wing nut. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments below. But go ahead and spin that up on there. This is how it holds onto the table. So you're going to need a certain height depending on how your table is. Okay, so let me scoot the camera back a little bit so you can kind of see. Okay, so we have it on here like this. We're going to slide it just like that. And then we're going to tighten it a little bit. Use the little wing nut to kind of tighten it a little bit so that it's firm on your table and not going anywhere. Okay, we do need to go ahead and plug it in. So I'm gonna go ahead, it came with this cord. All you need to do is plug the smaller end of the cord into the side. And then the USB end needs to go into a USB type charger. Okay, so I already have my USB little end plugged into an extension cord. We're just gonna plug it in like that so that it is powered and ready to go. And then it also comes with 2 weights. These will pull the yarn taut the way it needs to be for it to function. These are really cool. You push it down and you slide the yarn through. So it makes a hole on both sides. And then when you release it, it clamps the yarn and holds it tight. So we'll be using those in a second as we fully get started. Okay, and as far as yarn goes, I'll be using the Impeccable yarn by Loops and Threads. And so I will definitely link that in the description below as well. Now to get started, I kind of want you to see this side angle now that it's attached to the table and it's plugged in. We're gonna take our yarn and start by putting it right through this hole on the side, just like this. And then we're gonna go up and down this white part that's in the center of the knitting machine. And it's gonna go all the way down and drop out the bottom. You can see right here, down here, it came out the bottom. And you're gonna let it go all the way down a little bit. It just needs to hang down about 6 to 8 inches once it's come through the hole on the bottom. Okay, and so before you get started, you wanna make sure that every hook is all the way open. If it's not, you can go ahead and use your finger and kind of open the hook. All we're gonna do now is turn this little knob towards the front. All of this is laid out in the instruction manual. I'm just showing you, but it's super easy. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and turn it a little bit and let the yarn catch. You're just turning it manually. Let the yarn catch into the first hook, just like that. And then you're gonna skip the second, so kind of pull it out of the way. You don't want it to go in the second hook. And then let it catch the third. And then we're gonna have it skip the fourth, just like that. So we did every other hook. And then now we're gonna kind of pull the yarn at the bottom a little bit taut. So as we're doing it, we're gonna kind of pull down here at the bottom, and we're gonna do it one more time, but we're gonna let every hook catch this time. So 1, hook 2, hook 3, hook 4. Just like that. Okay, so now we're good. Now I'm gonna scoot back and kind of give you a different angle so that you can see how we're gonna put the weights on. Okay, so we have our yarn that's hanging down here at the end. We're gonna go ahead and open the weight like this so that the hole is all the way open. And you're just gonna stick the yarn straight through the open hole, pull it up a little bit towards the top and then let go, and the weight will hang just like that. We're gonna do it with both of them, so go ahead and open it. Stick the yarn straight through the hole. And then let go, and the weight is hanging. I know it's kind of low, so it's hard to see, but both of the weights are now hanging completely on there. Okay, so now that the weights are completely on there, all we're gonna do is go towards the front like this and press the power button that's right here and let it get started. So now it's knitting. Okay, so the only thing you might have to do at any point is kind of lift the weights up a little bit so that they're a little bit higher on this yarn at the bottom. And then just make sure you have a pretty big pile like this of yarn that's kind of set out on the table for it to pull from. If it gets stuck coming out of the skein, it's going to kind of jam up the I-cord knitting. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right here and go ahead and lift the weights up. You can put the weights actually on the I-cord knitting. It's not gonna mess it up, so you just squeeze it to open it, put it right up there, and turn it back on. Now, if you're familiar with the I-cord machine, there are other ones that are ones that you kind of wind with your hand. So this is amazing that it's electric, that it does it on its own. You could leave it for a couple minutes, run to the restroom, come back, and it's doing the knitting for you. There are so many cool I-cord knitting crafts. Y'all are gonna love this machine. So I just today wanted to show you how easy it is to use this, how easy this machine makes it to do the I-cord knitting. And then I'll come back in the future and show you a couple of different I-cord crafts that I think you're really going to love. Okay, so the one thing I've noticed, I've kind of stopped it, is when you put your weights up way up high, which sometimes I do just to give myself more time before I have to change it again, they'll kind of get stuck spinning and hitting this, which will make the whole I-cord kind of get twisted and you'll have to kind of untwist it. So just be conscious of that if you're putting the weights way up high, that they might kind of get stuck over here and not be able to spin the way they need to, and therefore you'll have to kind of spin the I-cord yourself to straighten it out. But now as far as stopping it goes, I've kind of turned it off just so that we can finish up the I-cord. All you're gonna do is kind of cut the yarn where you want it, and you're just gonna turn it on and let it finish it up. And then I just kind of hold the weights at the bottom so that they don't just crash on the ground. But just kind of let it finish doing its knitting. And then it'll just drop it through just like that. And then I just turn it off. And there you have your little end like this. Now I just go ahead and you can just squeeze the weights, pull the I-cord out, and you have a super long I-cord that was made in minutes. Is that not amazing? It's so amazing to me that you can make an I-cord that quick. I'm gonna be able to do so many crafts so quickly using this I-cord knitting machine. I just love it. Like I said, I will link the supplies, including this I-cord knitting machine with a coupon code and the yarn that I used in the description below this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos. Bye!
She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows. She's crafty and she knows it.